Deep within a rainforest washed endlessly by warm tropical rains, there exists a creature that has transformed itself into a living sculpture of flowing emerald. The green tree python, an elegant recluse resting high among the forest canopy, demonstrates through its extraordinary stillness what it truly means to remain composed while keeping a respectful distance from the chaos of the world. Tonight, join me as we descend into the cool shadows beneath the rainforest leaves and explore this serpent's long journey of patience, silence, and surrender. May the tranquility carried from the heart of the tropics gently brush away the dust gathered upon your thoughts and offer you a sense of peace before sleep. Is there a way of living that resembles the growth of a tree, yet possesses a sensitivity far beyond any rooted plant? The life of the green tree python is perhaps one of nature's greatest lessons in patience. Without hurry or ambition, it blends its perfect curves into the folds of branches and leaves, becoming almost indistinguishable from the forest itself. In an era where everyone seems desperate to prove their worth, the python's quiet and unassuming presence may reflect the calm that so many of us secretly long for. Dim the lights, settle into stillness, and allow the restraint and quiet dignity of the rainforest to slowly enter your dreams, helping you set aside every mask you have worn throughout the day. While countless creatures race endlessly through the forest in search of survival, opportunity, and advantage, one being chooses instead to suspend its life among the branches and become a silent guardian of stillness. The green tree python's brilliant emerald color serves as more than camouflage. It is a reflection of its devotion to order, balance, and timeless principles. Tonight, we will step into its world and discover how it maintains an almost eternal sense of stability amid constant change. May this gentle story from nature help mend the fragments of focus worn away by life's endless demands and guide you back toward the quiet center of your own heart. Prologue. Within a rainforest so vast and humid that it seems to stretch endlessly beyond sight, there emerged a creature that mastered the art of disappearing. When the green tree python carefully drapes its emerald body across a weathered branch several meters above the forest floor, it ceases to look like a snake at all. Instead, it becomes a masterpiece sculpted by the rainforest itself. Many people find it difficult to understand why such a capable predator would choose a lifestyle defined by near-complete stillness. Even when prey moves within striking distance, it often remains motionless, conserving every ounce of energy. Yet hidden behind this seemingly impossible strategy lies a profound lesson about time, patience, and waiting. This is not a tale of violence or conquest. It is the story of how the green tree python transformed restraint into dignity and survival into a lifelong meditation. Through months and years of quiet observation, it allows the rhythms of the rainforest to become part of its very being. The shifting light, the changing humidity, the movement of the wind through distant leaves, all become woven into its awareness. Tonight, we will not discuss biological efficiency or ecological theory. Instead, we will explore the sacred ritual of stillness practiced by this remarkable serpent. As the world outside your window grows quieter and your breathing becomes slower, follow me into this emerald kingdom and discover the silent philosophy hidden among the branches. Chapter 1. His name was Silas. Among countless green shadows stretching across the rainforest canopy, he was only one small emerald thread woven into the vast tapestry of life. For Silas, the most important task each day was not hunting. It was finding the perfect branch, a place where gentle rain could nourish him while harsh sunlight remained filtered through layers of leaves. This devotion to hanging among the branches became a silent agreement between himself and the forest. Within tangled vines and ancient limbs, he felt the slow pulse of the rainforest. It was a rhythm older than memory, deep and steady like the heartbeat of the earth itself. He remembered a particularly violent rainy season. Winds roared through the canopy, branches groaned, and frightened birds fled downward toward the forest floor. Yet Silas remained where he was. He tightened every muscle around the branch beneath him, closed his eyes, and surrendered himself to the storm. As rain battered his scales, he felt something extraordinary, not fear, but connection. He was no longer merely resting upon a branch. He had become part of the forest's resilience. His caution became the foundation of his survival. He did not compete. He did not panic. With every breath, he allowed his presence to become smaller and quieter. Gradually, Silas realized that creatures consumed by greed and fear often became victims of the jungle's harsh laws. Only those who remained aware could truly understand the deeper patterns governing life. Over time, he became like a living emerald, a jewel capable of breathing, sensing, and appreciating the rich tropical air while silently observing the endless cycle of existence. Chapter 2. As the years passed, Silas grew increasingly silent. A unique power began to gather within him, a force that could only be described as tropical solitude. Tiny migrating insects occasionally landed upon his scales. Dust-like particles drifted through the air and settled around his eyes. Yet he remained undisturbed, immersed in a state so peaceful it resembled meditation. The rainforest itself became his language. The overlapping shadows of leaves, the distant calls of unseen animals, and the steady rhythm of changing seasons replaced any need for companionship. During one particularly long dry season, Silas experienced a profound weariness. It was not suffering. Instead, it felt like a gradual return to something ancient and essential. He watched troops of monkeys racing through the canopy, fighting over fruit and territory. Their endless struggles stirred within him not envy, but compassion. He began to understand that the purpose of a green tree python's life was not simply to grow larger or survive longer. Its true purpose was to become a pause within a noisy world. A reminder that stopping may sometimes be more powerful than moving. Through this realization, Silas learned to transform himself into a flowing emerald shadow among the branches, allowing anxiety and urgency to dissolve into the timeless slowness of the forest. He never became a hero. Yet he became something perhaps even more valuable, a guardian of dignity in a world increasingly consumed by speed. Chapter 3. Time eventually left its marks upon Silas. The brilliant velvet green scales of his youth grew darker and more subdued. His eyes, once sharp as polished obsidian, now carried a gentle haze that softened the distant patterns of light moving through the canopy. He no longer shifted positions as often as he had when young. Instead, he chose a place deep within the branches, close to the heartwood and sheltered from the strongest winds. There he spent his remaining days quietly absorbing the final traces of moonlight filtering through the leaves. For the first time, he was completely free. No competition. No urgency. No obligation to prove himself. He had become part of the rainforest itself, a living expression of nature's most peaceful truth. One misty morning, wrapped in drifting rain and silence, Silas settled into sleep at the edge of a branch where he had spent countless evenings watching the forest breathe. He did not choose this place to escape the cold. He chose it because it felt like the perfect ending to a very long dream. In that final moment, his life aligned completely with the rhythms of the earth. The rainforest did not tremble. The forest did not mourn. Only tiny droplets of rain swayed gently between the leaves, as though whispering a farewell to their emerald guardian. Though Silas disappeared, the peace he cultivated remained behind. His ability to preserve his boundaries within a turbulent world became part of the forest itself. He was gone. And yet he was everywhere. Present in every quiet branch, every drifting shadow, and every moment of stillness beneath the stars. Epilogue. As the final rays of sunlight faded beyond the edge of the rainforest, the jungle returned once again to its eternal silence. Silas's life settled into memory like a single drop of dew sinking quietly into the forest floor. In truth, the story of the green tree python is not merely about a snake. It is about learning how to create space for calm within a restless world. It is about protecting the right to move at your own pace and refusing to let yourself be defined by the speed of others. Whatever pressures surround you tonight, remember Silas. Remember the way he held tightly to his branch and maintained his own rhythm regardless of the storms around him. That kind of strength is more enduring than fire. Like an emerald suspended among the trees, it shines quietly without demanding attention. As the night grows deeper, allow these images of leaves, rain-soaked branches, forest air, and gentle restraint to settle softly within your heart. Do not fear the unknown future. As long as you remain connected to your own inner rhythm, you possess the strength to move through any challenge. May your dreams carry you beyond distant horizons and into that peaceful rainforest realm where Silas still waits among the emerald shadows. Sleep now. Every pursuit has come to rest. Every worry can dissolve into stillness. May your night be gentle, your mind be calm, and your dreams be filled with enduring peace.